Hi, I'm Jaret Matthews. I'm the founder and CEO of Astrolab. Behind me here we have the human-in-the-loop test bed for our Flex Lunar Terrain Vehicle Rover. This test bed we produced for NASA to allow them to do evaluations of the human interaction. So they had suited test subjects, real astronauts, wearing real spacesuits to interact with this platform. This rover is not fully drivable, but it is posable, so we can actually raise and lower it so the limbs go up and down and allow us to configure from our launch configuration to this drivable configuration. These drawers, which will hold tools and science, will be much closer and in their reach when it's squatted down. You can see below here we have our large payload volume. We have mock-ups of our real lunar tires. If you walk around this way, you can see our solar array. So right now it's in the deployed configuration. This array actually folds down and keeps the cells covered from dust as we're driving. So these panels are on both sides of the platform, so we have redundancy. Going to come around to the back, you can see the crew interface. So this is actually where the crew stands on the back of the rover here. This crew stand actually supports driving in both directions. So it's currently configured to drive as though you're looking over the chassis, kind of like a captain at the back of a boat. But equally, we can move the controller to this position and the astronauts can actually drive in the opposite direction. We have to accommodate a number of payloads. We have payloads up there on what we call the light bar. And the light bar is part of our perception system that allows us to see robotically. These rovers will spend the majority of their time doing robotic operations. So once a year or so, at least in the early years of the Artemis program, astronauts will come for a few days to a few weeks at a time. So 11 months out of the year, they actually will be operated from Earth. And so we have to have a lot of robotic sensing technology to give us the autonomy we need to safely navigate on the lunar surface in the absence of humans. Those same sensors are actually involved in keeping the astronauts safe when they're driving as well. So kind of like the driver safety enhancements you find in cars, modern cars today, these same sensors will be looking out for hazards and alert the astronauts if they see one. You can also see on top of the light bar, there's a couple of spots for payloads, as well as our high gain antenna that allows us to communicate directly with Earth. Other accommodations for payloads include these positions for NASA payloads, as well as a nadir-facing one that allows us to look close to the ground there. So that's the tour of our Flex human-in-the-loop test bed.